All right, guys, welcome back to Limitless Profit, where I review your favorite signal providers. So starting off this video, I want to talk about the video I made about my FX Journey signals and how it was down 8.1%. Okay, just to reiterate here, that was risking 3%. I put it in the thumbnail, risking 3% per trade. And in that video, I let you guys know that I fell asleep and did not close, I believe it was 2 of the trades that she had said to close at break even. So if I had closed those 2 trades at break even, that would have absorbed 6%. So I really would have only been down 2.1% on the account, risking 3%. And I joined her signals midweek, and she had just previously had a winning trade. So long story short, I just got in at a bad time. You guys could also very well, take a signal provider and they have, 3 or 4 losing trades in a row when you first sign up, but they could be coming off of a 6 or 7 trade winning streak just before that. So, there is a little bit of play in there when you first sign up, whether, you're following up a winning or losing signal. But I just wanted to touch on that because this week we are jumping in and I'm going to show you guys. So this was a signal, I did that video, I believe, on the 3rd of August. So it may have been the 2nd, but, she had sent this gold trade and I did count it in the last video. I showed you guys, but I didn't count it in the percentage. Okay. It was a very small percentage. It ended up closing up. Let's see, these are the 2 trades that I should have closed at break even. She sent that at 3 a.m. when I was sleeping. As you can see right there, 2:58 a.m. I was sleeping. I missed the close at break even, so I ended up losing on those trades. She noticed a reversal coming and she updated that. So here, right here, it says 70 pips, move SL to entry and take partial profits. So she said close it fully. I saw 55 pips is what she gained on gold right there. In her weekly report way down here at the bottom, she counted it as a 50 pip win. So pretty, oh no, she didn't. She counted it as a 70 pip win. I'm sorry. Yeah, it hit a max of 70 pips, but that's not where she told you to close. So it really didn't count as 70 pips. So that's a little sneaky thing that I saw, maybe unintentionally. And then also, as you can see, halfway down, there's a USD gold or USD CAD trade. She traded USD CAD twice, and she only showed once on here. So, yeah, be looking for that later in the video. She has a winning trade, a losing trade, and then there was also another like 12 pip loser. Later on up here. So as you guys can see, we're going to scroll back to the 2nd and take off. It's extremely hard to track her signals. Okay, so let's see. Why is it extremely hard to track her signals? Is because you're taking partial profits along the way. So you're closing, let's say, 50, 60, 70% of your trade. So a lot of her current members have mentioned this in the comment section. So if your trade ends up being 1-to-1 risk to reward, if you close out 75% of that trade and then you bring it back to break even, that'll at least leave you with a profit, even if it goes all the way back to break even, and then you leave 25% of your trade still running. So, it's kind of touchy on where you take profits. So it's not going to be the same for everyone because everyone's going to do slightly different strategy of their own to know what works. But you definitely need to be taking profits along the way. So if you had just taken her trade straight up, I'm gonna jump into it before I break down every trade. I think I added up about 4.5%, risking only 1% per trade. Okay, 4%, 4.5%, somewhere right in there. Okay. So if you're using an FTMO account, like 4%, wow, big whoop. Yeah, but that is 4% of 100,000. So that's $4,000 on the week. Or if you have a $50,000 trading account, that is $2,000 on the week. I was risking 3%, so I would have gained 12% on the week if I had caught every single one of her trades. I did shut down the $3,300 account because it wasn't doing her. It was honestly shining a bad light on her, which is definitely not reflective of her signals. It was reflecting the way I was taking her signals, and I was missing some of her signals, and I couldn't trade gold in the TD Ameritrade account, so I couldn't take all of her signals. So it was just really bad, all in all. It started with 3,300, it dipped down to 2,800, and then it shot up to 3,700 right there Thursday, right before news came out Friday morning. It shot up to 3,700, and that's with me taking not all of her winners, not all of her losers. That was kind of like a half but hybrid non-strategy of lack of trading, you know. So I was lucky to honestly get that. I should have gotten less, but if I had followed her signals to a T, I should have gotten more, honestly. So anyway, we're gonna jump in here, and long story short, last week, you know, that was true. We did 8.1% or so, but this week, trading 3% risk, we are up 12%. So you know, I was risking $100 per trade, which was 3%. So I would be up about $150 right now. Is that correct? Yeah, 4%. Yeah, so about $150. So after 2 weeks of you know, trading, she would have paid for her signals. Not even 2 weeks of trading, honestly. That was probably 7 days of trading out of 20. So she would have paid for her signals, and it's a side, and using a very small, you know, non-leveraged account. I was only using 3,000. So if you guys are, let's say, using 10,000, it would have been triple that. You would have made $500 last week, let's say, opposed to just the, you know, 150 that I had said. So you see how everyone's gonna take these signals differently, but yeah, at the end of the day, she's profitable again. So I wrote these down on a separate sheet of paper. That way I could, you know, she doesn't count the pips for you, which TJFX does, and I believe Mamba FX does. Maybe Mamba doesn't, but it's really helpful that TJFX does. I'm currently, those are the 3 people that I have. You guys know, I got a loyal following here, and I appreciate every one of you. So this USD CAD trade was negative 37 pips. That one closed out negative 1%. Odd JPY, that one was so you'll see later, she closed that one at 13 pips in the profit. Okay, I marked that one as break even because 13 pips in the profit, it technically was a 0.3% winning trade due to her risk that she was risking there. So she was risking 30 pips and only made 13 pips. So that's like a 33% risk to reward. At least, you know, we weren't break even, and we didn't hit an SL. You know, it's good that we got a little bit of profit, but I counted it as break even. Going down here, Euro USD, that was a losing trade for her. So another negative 1%. Okay, so odd, there's the, yeah, plus 10 pips. Okay, so it was a 10 pip winner. So, you know, you see right here, here's her update, odd JPY. It says, you know, I don't like the way this is moving, close at positive 10 pips. That was for this trade right here. She risked 30 pips for the stop loss. She had you guys close at 10 pips in the profit. So, you know, I just counted it as break even. We're not trying to make anyone look too good here. So odd USD, this was a 29 pip stop loss, which is irrelevant because you're risking 1% every time or so. 1%. We lost it. So right here out the gate, she has 1, 2, 3 losing trades right out the gate. Okay, and then 1 break even. So her first 4 trades were 3% losers, but then this one comes back right here in you. She smashed that one for 70 pips. Given your risk to reward, it was a 2.5% gain on your account. So feel free to check the date and the times on all these. As you guys know, right now it's a little hard for me to make these videos. I don't want to keep, you know, going over and over and over again, but yeah, I'm a wildland firefighter and I don't have my laptop. I'm trying to do these reviews for you guys and myself, but you know, doing a half butt job, I seem to be still doing pretty good. So not with the signal reviews, that I honestly feel I'm doing horrible, and I appreciate all you guys for bearing through this with me, but she's been able to still make me some money, and TJFX is still killing it. I'll show you guys his as well. I did Mamba yesterday, and yeah, we're gonna keep doing these until I'm finally home, and you guys are gonna get that really good content once I get home, I promise. So here's a gold trade right here. I'll go ahead and let you guys know right now. She closed this trade early. A lot of people say that it's very important on MyFX Journey or the Best FX Signals bot to take partials along the way because they never hit their full TP. They told me that before. They warned me, and I see it. It's always you're taking partials and then you're even getting stopped out at break even, or she's going to have you close the rest of your trade when she sees a candle that she doesn't like or something of that sort. So this gold trade here was a 0.5% win. Okay? Because the risk to reward, as you can see, you know, it's a 93 pip stop loss. So, yeah, is that correct? Yeah, 93 pip stop loss. So, yeah, with only what, a 41-ish percent, 47%, yeah, 47% gain. Am I butchering these? No, that's like a freaking 417% pip target. But she had you close it early nevertheless. As you can see down here, she says close gold, 50 pips in profit, 35 pips in profit. That's not a whole lot of profit when you're risking, you know, like 90 pip stop loss. It only equates to 0.5% on your account. So here's the USD CAD trade. That's negative 37 pips. That was the very beginning one, way up here. So that trade ran for quite a while. It's this trade right here. It ran for quite a while before finally getting stopped out, like 2 days later. Where's it at? There it is. A gold re-entry. Let's see, looking at my sheet here, that was a 2% winner based on risk to reward. So that was a killing trade right there. She did really good on that one. All right, scrolling down. Okay, take partial. I already gave you guys, this is her update for INU. That's the one where she smacked that one out of the park. That ends up being a 70 pip trade for 2.5%. Here's another USD CAD trade. Let's see, where's that one on my paper here? That one is a 0.5% winner. You'll see later. All right, here's a couple of those gold trades closing out right here. You know, 77 pips closed fully. That was the, see if you click on it, boom, it'll take you up to the trade. It's the NZD. You click on it again, it'll take you to the previous update. Boom. So that's the NZD USD trade I was telling you guys about that she get 70 pips on. So let's see. Let's go back to where we were. Yes. So it says 77 pips right there, but it wasn't. It was more like 70. Let's see. Odd USD, 30 pips in profit. So she's saying, you know, move it to entry. Odd USD, that one was a loser eventually. We'll scroll down. So EU, a 28 pip stop loss, negative 1% right there. You know, here's a really good gold trade that she's closing out at 150 pips. That's the one that I told you guys that was a 2% winner previously. So there's a good trade there. Feel free to look these up if you want. I can't, because of, man, it just takes so long to do screenshots and then add in the percentages and stuff, because I feel like, at least when I make the videos for you guys off of screenshots, I lose my place a lot. Whereas right here, I could click this, boom, okay, there's the update. Where's the actual signal? No, that's not the signal. Here's the signal right there, boom. It can kind of, you know, backtrack for you guys and let you guys see it 100% for yourself, whereas me just scrolling up and down on the screen, I don't feel, you know, it's harder to track. But I'm going to get a good layout for you guys as soon as I get home and use the laptop. All in all, Mamba FX did win this week. TJFX killed it this week, and so did my FX Journey. So I've been talking back and forth with some of you guys, and yeah, everyone's happy with her. Everyone that's in her signals group is happy with her. You know, she does have a few trades, like I showed you guys, the very first few trades were all losers, but you know, she ends up pulling it out, and it just depends on, you know, if you first buy her signals, maybe wait for a 2 or 3 trade losing streak and then jump in, you know, now that she's gotten, you know, shrugged off some of the rust for the week. Maybe that's a strategy, or you end up missing, you know, 3 or 4 really good signals that she could have sent. It's all kind of a risk. Long term, I definitely think she's profitable, but you know, that's the whole point of this this video. So GU, that was a break-even trade for the most part. Let's see, scrolling down, gold entry. These are updates on the old trades. I told myself I wasn't going to yawn. I just drank a coffee for you guys. All right, that was one. EU, that was a losing trade, negative 1%. Where's her EC trade? Or UC. There's the UC trade. USD CAD. That was a winning trade. She says take partials to move, stop loss to break even. It ends up being a winning trade later on. The 80 pip stop loss was hit right here. But once again, 80 pips sounds like a lot, but we're only risking 1%. So it's only 1% loss right there. Well, I'm risking 3%, but you know what I mean. Close fully. There's the odd JPY trade right here. That is a 75 pip winner. She says go ahead and close that out fully to cover the loss that we did on gold. That was a 2% trade right there. So that's really good considering you're risking 1% on that gold loss, and then you close out for 2% right here. So she's juggling her trades around to make sure you guys are profitable. And it is actually pretty hard to call out numbers like this. It's you guys try it for yourself. I did a little testing on it back when I first started this channel, and it's kind of hard. Trades evolve, and you just have to be super patient and, you know, let them do their thing. If you're spamming your VIP group with your thoughts, like I ramble on making these videos, you just tend to confuse people. And you know, you definitely you got, I'm trusting my money to her. I definitely don't want her confusing me with a bunch of random, you know, thoughts about the market. Tell me when to buy, tell me when to sell, and make me money. You know, that's essentially what we're looking for from signal providers, right? So here's a few trades that I just counted as break even. If you're risking like 30 or 40 pips and you only lose 5 pips, admitted they do add up over time, but all these trades I just called break even because, yeah, there's a second yawn. Dang it. All right, I got to wrap this video up. I'm just, you know, showing you guys these signals. Feel free to pause it and go back and check them. But yeah, all in all, I guarantee you she did make you around 4% this week if you were only risking 1%. I went through and I added up all these trades. If you guys could see this paper that I have in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 trades this week is what I counted up. And, you know, the 4% that I quoted you, that was basically either it hitting a stop loss or her telling you to close it. That's not adding up the partials that you should have been taking along the way, which is essential to being profitable with her signals. So if you include the partial closures of those trades, it's probably more like, instead of 4%, if you're risking 1% per trade, it's probably closer to 6 or 7% on the week. And, you know, I'm not really being generous. That's real talk. My account dipped down at the beginning of the week to $2,800, and then it shot up to $3,700. So, you know, when I was doing these signals, the review and saying, oh, she only made you guys 4% this week, I thought there's no way that's accurate. Well, first off, I was risking 3% per trade. So it's realistically 12% winner for me. And then I took partials along the way like she recommends. So it was probably closer to like an 18% gain on the account. So yeah, risking 3%. Once again, I'm only risking 3% because I'm non-leveraged and it's a small account. So, if I, I don't want to say if I blow it, it's not a big deal. But it's a risk I'm willing to take because it's not a funded account. It's just a small account that I was playing with. I'm not going to do it anymore because I can't even take gold trades in it. And I've switched over to a new account. So I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. It's super hard to show you guys accurately her signals. As you can see, she sends a lot of signals with a lot of updates. And if you're not there watching it between the hours of, let's say, an hour before London opens to, a couple hours after New York starts, somewhere in there would be a good, or halfway through New York, so it's really like an 8-hour trading shift that you should be by your phone ready to take these signals. You don't necessarily have to be staring at the screen because, we're paying her to do that. And you just need to be available to, if you're walking through the mall, stop, sit down, analyze the signal or the update that she sent and effectively execute it in your trading account. And you guys will be 100% okay. Okay. That's for the 2 weeks so far. It's about longevity. And don't forget about all those people out there that say my FX journey is a fraud, my FX journey, blah, blah, blah. It does weigh in on me a little bit, but that's the whole point of doing this back testing on the signals is to, I don't care really what she did, 2 years ago. I was a different person 2 years ago. My trading journey has evolved in the last 2 years significantly, guaranteed significantly. You really can't get any worse. You just absorb more and more knowledge, pounding it into your brain. So, I guarantee she's a better trader. Her signal deliveries are probably better. Her, sniper entries are probably better. There's, I'm just guessing here. I don't know. But, 2 years ago, were you a worse trader than you are today? I bet you were. So that's all I'm saying. TJFX is coming up next. So, yeah, when I deliver these signals to you guys in the future, when I get my office set up, I'll probably have my ugly face down in the corner. I'll be walking you guys through probably my charts, my trades, everything, doing a screen share, more than just on my cell phone. I'll be showing you, sharing probably my brokerage account, as long as I can hide the account number and stuff like that. That's the benefits of a FTMO account. I could just show you guys the statistics and say, hey, I took all of her trades or all of his trades, and this is the percentages. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But TJFX is coming up next, so make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Drop in the comment section who you want me to do a signal review on, and I'll get it done. Till then, wish everyone limitless profit.